Today on In the Woodyard, I got a bunch of cherry trees with dots on them. I think that means I got to cut them down. Let's get busy. So what we have here is a bunch of cherry trees with dots on them. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. I can see 15 cherry trees that are marked to be cut. I'm back on my new best friend's, not Tony, the other new best friend, Dick's place. And he's got a whole bunch of cherry trees that he marked that he wants cut because he wants this to turn back into more of just a oak woods. And the cherry trees are kind of killing all of the area for the young oak trees that are around them to grow. So he marked a whole bunch of them. There's some that are having problems living that are starting to die anyway, and he wants them cut down. I've got a couple hours, I've got saws, I'm gonna cut. So first group I'm gonna take down, I think, is gonna be this group of 3 right here. There's 3 of them here he's got marked with orange dots. So I think I'm gonna cut these down and cut them up. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna do some cutting. Here we go. So as you saw, the first tree dropped pretty good right through a hole here, the first bunch, and then this one got hung up on this white oak over here, but I just notched it down. It came down just fine. It's a small tree, it's no big deal. And this last one in the clump, this clump of 3 right here, this one's going to be the worst because there's a tree right there, and that's right where it wants to go. It's a small tree, so I'm going to cut it, let it fall. I think I might be able to get it to go through this little opening right here, but if it doesn't, if it gets hung up, I'll just chunk it up and have it come down towards me. So there's nothing dead up there, so I just keep looking up to make sure nothing's going to fall down and shish kebab me. But I'm going to cut this one next, and then we're going to cut the stump down. So here is my next victim. This cherry tree right here wants to go right through there. So I'm going to try to sneak it past this little white oak right here. I got a feeling that branch is going to hang up, but I want it to go right down the road right there, right through there. So that's the plan for this one. And then the next one, this one right here, one's a little bit bigger. This has got it's a real crooked trunk going all the way up, but it's got a lean where it wants to go kind of right next to where that white oak is, kind of right in between that hole there. So I think I can drop this one right here. This will be an easier one, I think. But you never know when you're in woods like this with branchy trees, they can get hung up pretty easily. But they're not big trees. You know, these are, as you can see, they're, I don't know, 12 inches or whatever, they're 10 inches. They're small enough that if they get hung up, I can just chunk them off and just have them keep coming down. So that's what we're going to do, because I'm right by the road here, which is a nice easy spot to access. So I'm going to cut these two down next. So I get asked every once in a while, why do I have 3 or 4 or 5 chainsaws when I go cut? Because, number one, I like to run a saw one time until the gas is gone, pick up another saw, run it, pick up another saw, run it, pick up another saw, run it. That way they're all fresh. And then I like to sharpen them all, and then I like to start over from the beginning and cut through again. It's generally what I do. But this is another reason why you bring along more than one chainsaw. I got pinched. I got greedy. Well, this is hung up on this white oak right here. As you can see, it's arched. So the pressure's up. So it's pinched, and it pinched real fast. I've been cutting, relieving pressure, taking off, 2 or 3 chunks, and then cutting from under. But this one pinched real fast. As soon as I got into it, it pinched. It was like real quick. And I should have known that. I should have cut from underneath, but that's what happened. So I went and got another saw. I'm going to start it up. And the next cut I'm going to make is I'm going to cut this limb off and drop that one. And I'm going to cut this one. It's probably going to be, I'll cut a little bit on top, and then I'll cut from under, and it should drop down. And then this one here, I'm going to cut basically underneath and let it fall down, and this saw will just fall out then. So that's what's going to happen. So another reason you want more than one saw. And if you don't pinch a saw once in a while, you're not cutting very much. It happens. Generally, it happens when you get lazy or greedy and you think, oh, I can make that cut, and it'll get you. It happens. So I'm going to cut it out right now. So the next tree I'm going to cut down is this cherry tree right here that's got the orange dot. That means I can cut it. And it's a very crooked tree. It starts out crooked, and it gets more crooked and more crooked and more crooked. And then it curls a few times up there, kind of does like a twist, and the branches are over here. So I think it's going to fall, where I think it wants to go is right next to this white oak right here. So I might break that branch off of that. It's a dead branch there, but it's going to fall right through here, I think. But it's a real corkscrew. I mean, if you look at it from here, you'd think it wants to go that way, but as it goes up, it arches over this direction, over to the left here. It's a dandy. I mean, it's a nice tree. It's going to have some nice wood in it, but yeah, it's a twister. So we're going to cut this one down next. So there's the problem. It hung up there. So now I got to do some slicing and dicing to get it to roll. So we'll see what happens. Because I think if I cut over here, I can get it to roll off over this way. Look at the carnage that I have created. I cut down 5 cherry trees. Well, one was 3 in a clump and then 2 other ones. And I escaped without any injuries. I had 2 of them get hung up. This one right here got hung up right in here. And eventually it came down right over there. So I only broke off 1 branch in the white oak, which is good. This one here got hung up at the top. And I was able to do some slicing and dicing. I got it to roll off and go that direction. No damage to any of the trees except for that 1 limb right there is all it was. But that tree looks like it's dying anyway. And so yeah, this all the way back here. So this is where the stump was with a cluster of 3. So one of them went this way, right between the opening here. The other one right here got hung up, but I just cut it up and went down. And this one dropped right through here really good. So all 5 of them are cut up. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I am going to clear this road because they got to be able to come through here. They drive through here every day, so I got to clear this out right now. So all I got time to do is I'm going to chuck these rounds off to the side and just open the road up is what I'm going to get done next. Today's carnage is complete. I cleared the road off. I got the logs bucked up and off to the side. All the rounds are off to the side. And that is all I have time for today. So you know what you're gonna do. You're gonna poke some buttons, hit the like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Tomorrow, I'm gonna be back in the wood yard. You should come back too. It'll be fun. Between now and then, get outside. Get cutting. Good night, Irene.